Hey, Keto Rockstars, Rockin Coach Amy here. Today, we're talking about one of the kings of barbecue, the beef brisket. If you've ever thought smoking a brisket was too difficult, too intimidating, or only for professional pitmasters, think again. The truth is, smoking a delicious, juicy, melt-in-your-mouth brisket isn't complicated. It mostly comes down to patience, temperature control, and following a simple process. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how I prepare, season, smoke, wrap, and rest my brisket from start to finish. I've only smoked a handful of briskets myself, but everyone has turned out tender, flavorful, and absolutely delicious. And here's the best part. You don't need a fancy, high-dollar smoker to make amazing barbecue. The smoker I'm using was inexpensive, is nearly 15 years old, and still produces incredible results every time. Once you learn the basics, you'll be able to repeat this process again and again with confidence. So grab your favorite keto carnivore beverage, fire up that smoker, and let's turn this beautiful fatty cut of beef into brisket perfection. Let's get smoking! First, let's make the rub by adding 1/4 cup salt. I like a mix of regular sea salt and my favorite Redmond's real salt. Next, add 1/4 cup black pepper. This might seem strange, but trust me on this one. Add 1/4 cup coffee to the rub. Then add 2 tablespoons of paprika. This is optional, and you want to be careful that you get a clean version, but you can also add 2 tablespoons of chipotle seasoning. Add 2 tablespoons of onion powder. Finally, add 1 tablespoon of garlic powder and mix thoroughly. Next, generously rub the outside of the brisket with yellow mustard. Apply a thick coat of the seasoning mix and rub it in thoroughly. Don't skimp, as this will create a nice bark. Let's flip this beautiful brisket over and repeat on the other side. Cover and place the brisket in the fridge at least overnight, up to 24 hours. Next, we will be preparing the cold smoker attachment to our smoker by filling it up with chips. This cold smoker attachment is a brisket game changer because it holds up to 4 to 6 hours worth of chips, which means we do not need to get up in the middle of the night every hour to add more chips. My smoker is 15 years old, but I've dropped a link to a similar smoker and this must-have cold smoker attachment in the description. Next, preheat the smoker to 225 degrees. Keep in mind this 19-pound brisket took 20 hours to smoke and 6 hours to rest. You will want to start preheating your smoker an hour before you planning on putting the brisket in. Once the smoker is preheated, it's time to put these bad boy briskets in. We ended up smoking 2 briskets at the same time. I did have to kick the temperature up to 325 degrees after putting the briskets in, as the cold briskets lowered the temp some. Once the temp rose back up to 225 degrees, I turned the temperature back down to 225. Remember to keep adding smoker chips as needed throughout the smoking process. I didn't touch or open the smoker until about 17 hours in to check the temperature. I don't have a Bluetooth thermometer yet, so I want to minimize opening the smoker as you lose heat each time you do this. The briskets are at 199 degrees, and we want to pull them at about 200 to 205 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, we are going to boil a big pot of water to preheat our cooler for resting. This is called the Cambro method. You want to preheat the cooler for about 30 minutes before putting the brisket in. While our briskets are at about 203 degrees. So it's time to pull them from the smoker. Don't those look delicious? We are going to let them rest unwrapped on the counter until they reach 180 degrees. When the brisket temps get close to 180 degrees, it's time to dump the water out of the cooler and dry with a towel. Time to wrap the brisket in butcher paper. I posted a link to some butcher paper in the description of this video. It doesn't have to be perfect, and I've even slapped some tape on there to help hold it. Wrap the brisket in a towel. I'm using these black ones because they will get greasy. Place in the cooler and let rest from 2 to 6 hours. My preference is the longer the better, and I prefer to rest the full 6 hours. After 6 hours of resting the brisket, we are going to slice it up and serve. Patience is a virtue with this cut of beef, but it is well worth the wait. Doesn't that look delicious? Also, while we were waiting for the brisket to rest, I threw some chicken wings in the smoker at 225 degrees for 2.5 hours. I thought deviled eggs sounded good too. Don't forget, brisket is the perfect breakfast meal too. It pairs well with eggs and butter. We will be eating brisket all week. So what do you think? Would you tackle a brisket like this yourself? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing about your barbecue adventures and answering your questions. Now, before we wrap up, let's talk about the most important part of smoking a brisket, the timing. Cooking a great brisket isn't difficult. The challenge is making sure it's ready when your family, friends, or guests are ready to eat. That's where planning comes in. My rule of thumb is simple. Plan for about 75 minutes of cook time per pound at 225 degrees Fahrenheit. Allow 30 to 40 minutes for the brisket to cool down around 180 degrees Fahrenheit after it comes off the smoker. Then give yourself 2 to 6 hours of resting time in a preheated cooler using the method I showed in this video. Let me give you a real-world example. Let's say you're smoking a 19-pound brisket like I did and you want it ready to serve on Saturday at 3 p.m. So Thursday evening, you're going to trim and season the brisket. Friday at noon, you're going to preheat your smoker to 225 degrees Fahrenheit. Friday at 1 p.m., you're going to put that brisket on the smoker. And then Saturday around 9 a.m., your brisket should be approaching that 200 to 205 degree Fahrenheit range. Pull it from the smoker, let it cool down to about 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you'll wrap it in butcher paper and wrap it in a towel and place it in that preheated cooler as I showed you in this video. Now relax. Your brisket can safely rest for several hours, up to 6 hours, while becoming even more tender and juicy before serving time. That's the secret most people miss. Brisket rewards patience, and a properly rested brisket is often better than one sliced immediately. Once you understand the timeline, smoking brisket becomes a whole lot less stressful. Just follow the plan, trust the process, and you'll look like a barbecue hero when it's time to slice. If this video helped you out, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves barbecue. It really helps this channel grow. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and keep those smokers rolling. Keep learning, keep experimenting, and as always, stay rockin'. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.